obviously it's a game. I
Yeah.
get it. You know, some people, when I say I'm stressed about punting or whatever the situation is, they might laugh, but you know, that's all I kind of know. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I've dedicated my life to. So, you know, you have a bad day at practice. Sometimes you need a little bit of a stress reliever, and it's kind of been making videos as always, and helping and giving back to people as well. I think that's certainly something I've always enjoyed doing, as selfishly kind of I'm helping people and they're kind of helping me at the same time.
Yeah, well, you said it beautifully there. I was going to ask you, because you mentioned the word therapy, the DoorDashing, the making the videos, the being able to help somebody else, that feels like therapy for you, but it's also therapy for them. How much fun has that been?
It has been an incredible amount of fun, and I've kind of been missing that creative outlet the last couple of years. I've just been so focused on, you know, breaking through the roster, you know, playing for the hometown team, achieving that, you know, that childhood dream. Mm-hmm. And while it's worked out, you know, I got to live out that dream last year and the last couple of years, and who knows what the future has in store for me.
Yeah.
But I've kind of put that stuff on the back burner. You know, I've just been so pigeonholed into achieving that goal that, you know, I've kind of lost a little bit of that myself that I'd missed. And so going back and doing that this past offseason has really brought back a little bit of the former spark that even my wife had noticed. Like, it just seems more complete as Drue, that she knew while growing up or in college and whatnot. So it's been nice to kind of go back to the, you know, some fun things I used to do while I was in college and kind of remember my former self a little bit. And it's just, I've just been so much happier from doing it.
Well, you showed up to today's interview on your bike with a DoorDash bag. Why DoorDashing?
Like you said, God just has a way of working things out. You know, like I said, I've been doing trick shots or bottle flipping up to this point, and I just kind of saw something one day across my For You page. It showed me a guy on his bike riding around, and it just seemed to click. I was like, that seemed like a lot of fun. It's great exercise, which is something that at this level you can never have enough of.
Right.
You get to see the city from another perspective. Get to interact with, you know, just the fan base in general, or just the people around town, which is something I feel like hadn't been able to do as much, because I come in from Lawrenceburg and I go right back home. Then I go right back home after practice to Lawrenceburg. So haven't really got to, you know, see the city as much as I would have liked to. So that was check that box, and I don't know. It's just been a lot of fun. I mean, every single delivery is like a new story in a way. It's interesting, the things you'll see on a daily basis. Even just today, a couple of deliveries I did before I came here there's no shortage of interesting things happening in downtown Cincinnati on a daily basis. So just getting outside and just been having a lot of fun with it. I don't know why exactly it came to me. It just did.
Well, you're having so much fun doing it, and the content is really, really powerful. You know, I want to bring people together and help people when it comes to mental health with this show, but some of the videos that you put out have been super powerful. I remember I can't remember what you delivered or what she delivered, but you gave her, I think, $100 tip, and it went kind of viral then. Moments like that, do those stick out? Are there other ones, and how special are experiencing those things?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get out and meet someone or kind of break up their daily routine of someone else and just kind of catch them by surprise, I think those are the moments that I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
You know, you just never know how someone's day's going. Doesn't necessarily mean you're looking for, you know, someone panhandling on the street. You never know what someone's going through. It doesn't matter. I mean, it could be a guy walking into a skyscraper wearing a suit and tie. He could be, you know, just having a terrible day, and just surprising him with some free meal or just kind gesture or smile. Yep. I mean, it completely could impact the way the rest of their day goes, and they might, you know, pass that forward on to someone else and just kind of create this ripple effect of, you know, just changing the character of someone. So, yeah, those moments where you can impact someone that didn't know what was coming, and especially doing the DoorDash, understanding, you mentioned the $100 tip I gave. We live off the tips, the DoorDash, the gig economy, the drivers do. So I guarantee you that was the biggest tip it certainly got that day, probably in the whole career. So whatever she got going on the rest of the day, I know that it impacted her day going forward.